If you've received in the mail, and that's the manner in which it comes, a complaint from the Equal Opportunity Commission, which is the federal government bureau deals with complaints of discrimination, or the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission, which is the Pennsylvania or the state agency that deals with complaints of discrimination, you have a duty and obligation to respond. They will conduct their own investigation with regard to the complaint that's been registered. And let's, for the purposes of this argument, say the individual is a female that has made the complaint that they've been sexually harassed in the workplace, and as a result of that, they've either quit their job or their workplace is so severe that they can't keep going, and they fear that they need to address it so that they can keep their job and not be terminated. The manner in which the process works is in practice, the EEOC on a smaller nature or an individual complaint generally doesn't get that involved. They are looking more for the bigger fish. They're looking more for the bigger process, the larger companies that affects multiple employees as to whether their policy applies in a discriminatory manner. If it's an individual type of case that this woman or a woman makes a complaint, then it's usually going to be deferred to the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission. And what they will do is the following. They will you'll get served with the complaint. The Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission will then issue to you a request for information. It could be a request for information about the employee. It can be a request for other complaints. Well, they'll want to know what your policies are. They want to see if they have a manual. They want to know what it is that you know about this particular complaint that they've received from this young lady or elder lady. In this particular case, you will have an obligation to respond. If you don't, they will issue an order that says it's enforceable in court to come to them with the documents. So the best thing for you to do is to respond and to say to the EEOC, okay, I'll address this and I'll talk to you. There's an opportunity also that you could basically say, I'm not interested in resolving this, and they will defer it and they'll issue a letter to the individual who made the complaint that says you have a right to sue the employer. We're not going to get involved anymore because they're not involved. If you, however, wish to participate in trying to resolve this at an earlier time, then the EEOC will the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission will set up a mediation date. They could set up conferences in advance to exchange information, but then they'll set up a mediation. And at that point, a human relations officer will intervene in the process. If there's two lawyers involved, they'll bring the lawyers in, they'll bring the clients in, and they'll try to work out what it is that can be done to resolve the complaint. This could be done by either terminating the employee, resolving it in another manner in which they're going to be transferred to a different positions, something to get away from the complaining behavior. At that point in time, it's voluntary. You can or cannot agree to the settlement proposal that they make. It could involve some compensation if that individual has quit and doesn't have another job. But it's a voluntary process whereby you are mediating or trying to settle the case before it goes to the next level. If it is not settled, then what the Human Relations Commission will do is they will issue a right to sue letter, which gives that individual 90 days to file a complaint either in Pennsylvania court or in the U.S. District Court to make their allegations of what the complaint was, what the violation of the law was, and what they believe their damages and what remedy they want. And at that point, you're in court and responding to those criteria of a judge and a jury or someone else that's going to make the decision for you.